Hi guys, it's Grandma. Today we have Just Only John by Jack Kemp. This is for Jack Jr. 1968 Jack Kemp. Once upon a time, a long time ago if you count Sundays and holidays, there was a little boy named John. He had been a little boy named John for over 4 years, and he was getting tired of it. Not that it wasn't a very nice thing to be, but he sometimes wondered what it would be like to be something else. Sometimes, on Thursday mornings, if the weather was nice, he wondered what it would be like to be an elephant named Guster who worked at the circus. And sometimes on Tuesdays after his nap, he wondered what it would be like to be a giraffe named Elmer, or George, or Melvin, or Jim. Kangaroo. Macropus gigantus australia. One day, when John was wondering what it would be like to be a kangaroo named Sam, he got an idea. I know what I'll do, he said. I'll pretend. If I pretend hard enough, I'll know what it's like and I won't have to wonder anymore. So he spent that whole morning pretending he was a kangaroo who liked hot dogs and soda pop. And he spent the whole afternoon wondering whether it was the bounces or the hot dogs that had given him such an awful tummy ache. You can't find out what it's like to be something by pretending, he said. You only find out what it's like to pretend to be something. It's not the same thing at all. Suddenly, John remembered Mrs. Walpurgis, who did witchcraft and hem-stitching and had a shop on the other end of the block. Mrs. Walpurgis, hexes and spells. On the counter in Mrs. Walpurgis' shop were big glass jars filled with penny magic spells for turning people into a wide variety of interesting things. Do you think this is going to go well? John picked out a peppermint-flavored magic spell and gave Mrs. Walpurgis his penny. He didn't ask what the spell would turn him into. He didn't want to spoil the surprise. But I hoped it wouldn't be one of the very fierce animals. He was a little afraid of very fierce animals. When he got home, John peeked to see what he had turned into. Why, he said, I'm just only me. And that's what he was. I guess it takes a while for the magic to work, thought John. He hoped it would work before bedtime so he wouldn't be asleep when it happened. He would hate to miss it. Oh, there you are, said John's mother. Where have you been? Where's my little lamb been? She no sooner called him a lamb than John turned into one. It was that sort of magic spell. His mother was rather surprised when John turned into a lamb. What happened to you, Bunny? She asked. But John didn't answer. He had turned into a bunny and wasn't quite sure, being new to it, what sort of voice a bunny should answer in. Stop that this instant, John, said his mother. No sooner did she call him John than John was John again. He felt more comfortable that way, since it was what he was used to. He told his mother all about the magic spell, and they agreed that something should be done about it, but they weren't sure what. Sorry, page trouble. Old books, the pages get a little sticky. They decided to go ask Daddy. On the way, Daddy was at the office. On the way there, John's mother gave him some jelly beans to munch on. He'd had a rather upsetting experience, and jelly beans are good for things like that. Eat them nicely, said Mother. Not like that, she said. Why must you be such a little pig? You see how the jelly beans are all over his face? Uh-oh, I don't think that's going to go well. She just said, a little pig. It's embarrassing to turn into a pig in the corner of Main and Elm at 3:30 in the afternoon with everybody watching. You're not a pig, said John's mother quickly. You're John. And he was. Daddy was a very important man with his own office and his name on the door. See, says Daddy. Well, well, said John's daddy. How's my little man today? Well, John turned into a little man with a long white beard. His mother explained to Daddy about the magic spell. It's what comes of wanting to be something you're not, said John's daddy. I know it was better to just be me, said John, but the magic spell won't let me, not for very long at a time. And he started to cry. Little men don't cry, said Daddy. He gets their beards soggy. The magic spell won't bother you if you'll just remind yourself that you are you, said Daddy. So John kept repeating, I'm just only John. And he was, and probably still is. Moral, be yourself, because somebody has to, and you're the closest. That was one we always liked. Grandma's pretty much Mrs. Walpurgis. I always thought I was John, and I grew up to be Mrs. Walpurgis, which means you can be anything you want. So, remember, Grandma loves you.